Hopefully my day gets a lot better. I saw my prospective future, and just like in 2016, I saw me going through a transition of various homeless shelters, entering in and out of homeless shelters and living from pillar to post, with a brief respite in the form of me enjoying being on the PCH, at first living out of my car, then living out of a minivan that was broken down. I should have never got that motherfucker too. Real cool guy, I forgot the man's name, but he was warning me against buying that shit. He was like a brother, Italian guy. A town and country, never get those cars, vans. The mini gasket fucked up on me and everything, and I tried to repair it, as best as I could by putting in, a repair gasket fluid, and just nothing would work. And so then I upgraded with the fortunate abetment of a friend at the time. I no longer talk to the guy, unfortunately. I was able to upgrade to a Chevy Astro van, which is the van of choice for Mexican repair people. And those are very, very good, durable vans. They last for a very long time. So anyways, with that being said, then the floor, as I call it, crashed out on me in 2022. Around July the 29th, 2022. I think the 22nd is funny, because I look at the preponderance of the evidence soul swapped on August the 22nd, 2022. And then, something unfortunate happened because I keep saying it over and over. And people at 8704 Broadway, the tarot reading place, where the motherfucker wanted to cover everything that I got. May the 1st, 2024, at the hands of a Dubbick, I believe its name is Dan Arcienega. But anyways, with that being said, I lost everything. And I seemingly lost my marbles, but, like I say, looking at the preponderance of the evidence, I believe I lost a lot more. With that being said, I was doing battle with that Maria Tavarez motherfucker last night, trying to get my shit back. You can use 694 hertz, 695 hertz to see spiritually what's going on. 1135 hertz as well as I think it's 117 hertz to break down spiritual barriers. I know I sound schizo. At least I'm aware of it. But, like I say, what I'm experiencing is real. I had a dream, and it felt like it pertained to the Illuminati. I saw Jay-Z, Sean Corey Carter, Camilla Parker Bowles. I kept hearing that, in the middle of this curse that she was in my timelines. I saw something where I saw my prospective future, and I saw myself, just like as the curse imposed on me prophesized, I saw myself living in, from pillar to post for the rest of my life, while people feed off of me and steal my blessings and deprive me of that, like that Maria Tavarez motherfucker, the highest self of that woman at 8704 Broadway, by 87th in, I think it's in Broadway in South Central. She was using Santa Muerte to attack me, working with that, bullshit. It's attached to the Mexican oversoul consciousness. Like I said in the video before, that shit, the way it's supposed to work in the spirit plane is, like you have real gods like Baron Samedi who actually existed, Oshun, Yemeya, Ogun, Olokosi. And her followers, they go against, cosmic law, act as judge, jury, and execution. And that's dangerous because if somebody wants your shit and they're going to fairly accuse you of something, that's like dealing with a biased judge. You don't have much of a leg to stand on. And that entity is the, whereas with Bear Insanity, there's a consciousness and intelligence behind the judgment. It's not always perfect, but it is what it is. And so, with that being said, this evil bitch that covered my shit has been sacrificing me to her realm, as well as to her individual Santa Muerte's realm. But anyways, with that being said, I saw my future, and I got to do something today to block that from happening, because I can't go down that path, that road, and unfortunately I had a diversion that included that guy I was showing y'all a picture of. Let me show you again. But Hate, I believe his name is, that totally fucked me up spiritually last weekend. Totally fucked me up. To the point where I was, losing my memories. He was helping that Maria Tavarez motherfucker to steal a lot of my blessings and so forth in the spirit plane. Is right now the Mexicans do a lot of trickery in the spirit plane, but not all, but like I said before, they created gods, Quetzalcoatl and all of that. From what I've seen in the spirit plane, those are, I heard robotoids, but evil ass spirits, with Quetzalcoatl being a human-eating reptilian. And so when they die, they instantly go to judgment before God because of negative shit, including Santa Muerte, that they're under. I feel like something evil is trying to manipulate my ass. But anyways, Merry Christmas to you all. That was depressing to see the course of my life last night. Having to salvage what's mine, what belongs to my body from Maria Tavarez and all of that in the spirit plane. You got to watch who you deal with, especially with me being spiritually vulnerable as I am, with my consciousness being open by roach attachments. That makes it hard for you to covet your shit back and be able to maintain it. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and, I just wanted to also mention as well, Merry Christmas to you all out there. I know it's December, I believe it's the 25th, 2024. I was about to say 25. I keep thinking 25. It's a good thing, too. They were going to let us stay in the shelter. And I might do an article on Jay-Z later on. I'm thinking about it, and, my dealings with, I'm just going to say that. I know I sound crazy, but this shit's real. It's very, very real. And I look fucked up. I'm not going to lie. That's why my eyes are all sunken in, because of a great loss of consciousness. Because simple shit like Maria Tavarez, which should be easy to fucking get out, Santa Muerte included, all you need, this wouldn't work on Bear Insanity, this wouldn't work on Alex Nascimento, an entity I was grappling with. Illuminati got one, by the way. It's usually used for somebody who has something great in that path. It could be spiritual or political or material, like a celebrity. And in my case, I'm getting fed off by, going back to that August 22nd, 2022 timeline and May 1st, 2024 timeline by, I saw Zendaya, like I said, I got soul swapped. You don't have Alex Nascimento in your timelines for nothing. That's usually because of out of something. It's egregious because it includes a sacrifice. Alex Nacimientos, from what I understand, they govern hell realms in the spirit plane. And I got condemned to one to be fed. And look at what popped up, the devil. So, I'm just trying to stay on course with this. And I was getting fucked with in the middle of the night bad by that evil ass motherfucker. Really, really bad. So with that being said, I'm trying to remember exactly what I wanted to say, but it totally fled my mind. But, I keep having my timeline stolen by this evil bitch, and my parents placed in hell realms by that motherfucker Maria Tavarez, but her highest self, which is her name. And they keep dividing my child consciousness, but like I said, now that I think about it, it's funny, before the onset of the curse, somebody was saying that I was set to be a sacrifice starting from when I was young. But, like I said, I used to have recurrent visions, astral visions of me and a couple of kids back in 91. Now, mind you, Jay-Z didn't blow up till 97. With Jay-Z backstage with a couple of security guards, that was Illuminati, and we were set to have our blessings and heli weird stolen from us. I could have been, as I want to show y'all here, a great artist. Let me show y'all a child artist. This isn't some of my best work. This is when I was starting last night. I was told that Ingrid Hybrid looked like that in the spirit realm. She took so much of my shit. A lot of talent, but that got taken from me because of my deal between my God and Jay-Z's bathroom. And I was told in one timeline he wasn't successful because he refused to make a deal with the Illuminati. And so, just like what I saw with Madonna, she hasn't made a deal with the Illuminati. She's another one I saw entity attachments of in my timeline. She keeps stealing my strength. My child consciousness connected to the consciousness of my strength, which is, entity attachments you have in the spirit plane. And then the other night tried to steal something from me, something, correlating to my personality. And you can use 6295 hertz by itself, or 295 combined with 695 hertz to get stuff back spiritually. 175 hertz plus 1767 hertz could be used to repair you. In the case of Madonna, she, and I saw this in the spirit plane with myself as well, was said to be an Illuminati sex slave, where basically MK Ultra kitten, but not physically, but in the spirit plane, where she was set to have all her shit stolen from her, off her body, where they could just, Illuminati can come in at any time, Jay-Z and them, and steal your shit. And that almost happened to me last night. It practically did, and I felt the brainwashing. And I started playing a frequency by Altona, as well as Zakow's frequency, who battled the Illuminati at one point, and he died. They were going to use his spiritual powers to be the beast of the, like, the Book of Revelations or some shit. I saw that with, you know, them using me in child consciousness for that. And I saw in the spirit plane the Rothschilds having some of my child consciousness to be used for that. You know, you can use 1715 hertz, 1714 hertz to get that shit back. You know, 3517 hertz as well as 3571 hertz. There's also a frequency. I got to figure out the frequency for teleportation. 2211 hertz all the way up to 2220. Hold on a second, let me test something. That 1715 hertz is very good for teleportation. So I'm going to go fuck with that. I haven't used that frequency in a minute. But there's some more effective ones. But I think there's one that replaces stuff. But, I forgot. But, anyways, as I say before, I got set up to be a sacrifice starting from an early age, for other people to rise to greatness. Materially, I heard Zendaya going back to that August 22nd, 2022 timeline and stays stealing my entity attachment of he, Kate. I had that Maria Tavarez do the same. I had somebody else, I don't know if they were a victim, I believe a Russian woman in Pasadena, something of these people who put this curse on me. I was able to get, a lot of my consciousness back from them. And I get told I don't have much of a spirit team. I roach attachment, don't. But anyways, 29295 hertz is great for getting your shit back. And that Maria Tavarez stole my whole fucking soul consciousness, straight up my whole. So, with that being said, I'm going to use what little of my third eye that I got. I want to say something right now. I love this park. It is beautiful, nice and serene, quiet. I feel like it's protected by the energy of Oshun and Yemaya. There's a Cuban lady, a black lady who, owns a shop not that far from here, and she's mad cool, really, really cool. Yeah, I got soul swap because, the shit that I hear is disembodied because they have that's why they, no consciousness to attach to. Sound like birds, and they're supposed to attach to a consciousness. I'm trying to think of that word, but they call them, spam bots or something, and, I think that's a colloquialism that people curse me. Again, they use their roach attachments to hear what's going on. Call it. There's also something called, some people call it a Spiritu Santo or the Holy Spirit. That's actually your soul consciousness combined with your energy source, your chi. And that got taken away from me in that timeline. I felt it and saw it. And I have Maria Tavarez, her highest self, covered in it, and keeping that from me so I don't get back. She get rich off of my soul consciousness, by stealing that and, using that to take blessings and all of that, spiritual powers. And, having these roach attachments don't make it any easy. They try to help, but, the way they open up your consciousness far and wide and you can't think in your own fucking head. That's why I started listening to anti-parasitic stuff to remove that shit, because it's going to be a back and forth, putting that shit together and then going back and forth and getting your shit back, and it's troubling. And then you can't see, not supposed to, what's going on, and you don't know what's in charge, but this shit fucks you up. They talk about repairing it, but the cause of the problem for why it gets fucked up to begin with. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and try to use my third eye to see exactly what's going to happen for today. I get blamed for just having a little thought for, something, breaking up on, something that they're trying to do, getting fucked up. And I'm like, you can't be in people's heads like this. It's not how consciousness is supposed to work. I'm not supposed to control or, fuck with my thoughts like that, manipulate my thoughts. You're not supposed to be doing what you're doing spiritually. Invading folks' thoughts. So let me go ahead and use my third eye. I feel like I'm being fucked with by Maria Santa Muerte right now. She's actually connected to the Virgin Mary in Lower Guadalupe, which is the Virgin Mary. And by the way, she was black and got sacrificed the same way that Jesus, which ain't his real name, Yahshua, and Pandera ain't his real name either, got sacrificed. He actually legit got placed in the road from, and he was black as well. That's what I found out during this curse. I was almost able to hear myself last night in my own body, and that's scary. I see gates opening up. This is what I see through my third eye. I got up and left. I see gates opening up for you that's going to enable you to get what you desire and covet what you desire. Hey, sir, how you doing? I see you coming across something that's troubling, that's going to block you and try to obfuscate and confuse you to block you from getting what you want to accomplish in a goal. I see home, and I see you getting protection. I see you having people that you're comfortable with looking out for you. I see help coming from enemies, but I see that it's going to be for selfish gain, so watch out for that. I see a contingency of people who have your best interest at heart, who have a vested interest in looking out for you, as a matter of fact, protecting you as much as they can. I was trying to tell that brother earlier how to get rid of schizophrenia. 1150 hertz and 7000 hertz works. That's usually caused by roach attachments, and he started going off on a tangent, but he sounded like he knew what he was talking about and doing. You know, he was there, but not really there. I see you going down a very hard, arduous path. One filled with a lot of deviations and deception. And I see shit trying to throw you off. It's going to be hard, but it's worth going through hell to get there. I see you being triumphant, and I see you accomplishing a goal that's going to feed your spiritu santu, your Holy Spirit, your inner chi. It's going to feed your soul, just like Ngoli oil and Florida water does. I'm going to say something else. Frankincense and myrrh also works on Santa Muerte. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do these cards. Sorry, my I gotta get back in my body. Wow, look at what fucking flew out. The devil. I saw my prospective future on the bus where, because of all this shit that I have hanging out, because of soul swap, my consciousness and all of that, you know, the minute I thought something, you know, you have little things that fly out. A woman was saying ouch when something flew off. So that's why I got to, you know, I saw two people succumb to that. You know, and one guy looked like Marvin Gaye, and very, very normal as well. So I got to stop that. So anyways, with that being said, in the obstacle position, the Wheel of Fortune, I feel that things are going to turn out in your favor. You don't see it coming, but things are going to come together that's going to buttress you into a better place. Right here in the present position, we got the Four of Wands. I feel like that should be in reverse. I feel like the sense that I'm getting is that you're on the precipice, the border. Wow, let me stop, jump the border. Build a wall of being successful. And you're being blocked by something. I feel it's people, physical people, that's keeping you bound and constrained. And that's because they don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you prosper. Some may even have a vested interest in doing it. So I see the Page of Cups. You're going to have a deceiving spirit, but it's something that has your best interest at heart. It's a trickster, a person that's going to come to your rescue and help guide you and protect you. So in the subconscious position, we got the Empress, and I feel like that's an energy of it's where you want to be, but it's also simultaneously somebody you got to battle. You think to Maria Tavarez to be able to get what you want to, in my case, the shit bag. So right here, for the goals position, we got the Knight of Pentacles. And I feel that you long for the material success that you see others have and that you've been divested of. I feel like it's both physical as well as spiritual. So right here, for the advice card, we got the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel that that means to take a step back, be very, you know, like a cop, like my dad used to be when he would walk into restaurants and all of that. He would sit in the back and observe everybody else around. Be perspicacious of what's going on around you. So for the energy that percolates all around you, we got the Queen of Swords. And I feel that you're fighting something or somebody who's extremely tenacious about holding you down and holding you back. So right here, for the Fears and Your Hopes card, we got the Four of Cups. And I feel that you're longing for stability to be on stable ground. And to be in a good place and to no longer be in the place of hostility, having hostile energies around you. So right here we got the devil. You're going to encounter somebody that's going to want to make a deal with you. I feel like it's in the long term not going to be in your best interest. So be very, very careful of that. With that being said, if you want a more personalized reading, please contact me at ravenbyterror22@yahoo.com. Peace. By the way, bronze combined with gold puts you in contact with God himself. Peace.